Hello my friend and welcome back. My name is Hannah and today I'm going to show you a color combination that I love. So if you're curious about what I'm wearing on my face, what I mentioned in today's video, and what I'm doing in other pockets of the internet, we always have links in the description box down below, so don't forget to check them out. But in today's look, it's mostly about the eyeshadow look and the color combination, so I've already done my base off of camera. Again, if you want to know what items I'm using, I do have them linked down below. But let's go ahead and zoom in so we can start this eye look. Okay, now that we're zoomed in, I'm using the Nomad Haunted Europe palette, and I will be using the Odin's Eye and Angelica Nevis Hella palette. You do not need to use those two palettes to create this look. You can also swap them out with more vivid, brighter tones if you'd like. I do that in like the spring and summertime, but because we are in autumn, I want to use a bit more of a moody color combination. So I'm going to start with Mary King's Close, which is kind of like a nudie kind of shade, and I'm just going to pop that right into my crease. I just want to lay down a tone that I could easily blend on top of. And it kind of helps me map out how my eye look is gonna be shaped, because I do have a bit of a hooded eye, so I do kind of have to be careful. I can get shades kind of lost right in my crease if I'm not careful. And then the next shade I'm going to take is, I'm going to use Frankenstein, which I'm hoping this comes out more orange than brown. And I'm just gonna use that right on the outer edge. Perfect. This is one of those shades where you could use a more vivid orange if you'd like. And when I say vivid, think of like Naruto orange. And I'm just using that with an angled brush to kind of pop into place and kind of carve out that crease. And I just want to make sure that I get... I'm next going to use Dragholm's Castle, which is like a deeper brown. And I'm going to use this to deepen up the outer corner. If you have the Hella palette, you could also use Soot for this as well. I might even just tap into Soot because I'm not quite, it's coming out a bit patchy, but it could also be the brush that I'm using. I don't want to lose too much of the orange. I want to keep that tone there. I just want to deepen the outer corner a bit. And this brown is going to tie in the next shade I'm going to use. Let's see if Soot would actually work better. Soot is a very transformative shade within the Hella palette. I think I don't have another shade like this. Like in the pan, it looks like a purple, and when you pair it with a pink, it looks purple, but when you pair it with a green, it's like a deep brown, and with this orange tone, it's still like a deep brown. Like look at how pretty that is. And again, I just really want to accentuate this on the outer corner because I will be taking a metallic shade right on my lid, so that's okay. And again, I want to keep that orange tone, so I'm going to go back in with that first brush that I had, and with the excess that's on there, I'm just going to blend out that outer corner. Going back into the Nomad palette, I am going to use Merry Cemetery, which is this pretty metallic green. And I am going to get my brush wet. And then I'm gonna apply that. Which mirror do I want to use? I have like 4 mirrors in front of me, crazy. And then I'm gonna apply that right to my lid. And I'm just brushing on the shade because I don't want to get it too high into the crease because I want that orange to stay there. But I want to make sure that I cover all of that blank space and at least bring it to this outer corner here and kind of marry those 2 shades together. And then going back in with that original brush that I had, I'm just gonna kind of blend right over. And then using a flat end brush, I am going to take the shade Moss, which is like this brighter green. And I'm going to take that right in my under eye area. You could take this shade on the lid if you didn't want to use a metallic shade. Again, I like this metallic in the Haunted Europe. I think it's such a pretty green. I'll pop that in my lower lash line. There we go. And then I don't know, what shade do I want to take for an inner corner highlight? Will I take Rebirth? Sure, I guess I can brighten the inner corner. You could also take a white matte. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Mary King's Close, and I'm just going to kind of bridge that gap in between. There we go. Okay, so this is one eye complete. I'm going to do my other eye off of camera and I will be right back. And this is the finished look. So I did take a green eyeliner in my waterline. It was the Odin's Eye green liner, so it kind of matched the exact green from the Odin's Eye Hella palette. But I also went in with the Melt, what is this? Cultra Ultra Matte Gel Liner. It's more of like this mustard shade, but what I like about it is that it almost really ties in with the shade that I have in my crease, so I thought that was really cute. And I don't know, this is how I like to do orange and greens together. I mean, really the 3 shades that you have to have is an orange, a green, and a brown to deepen up that outer corner. You're gonna have that green. You could take that, or excuse me, you could take that orange through your crease. You don't necessarily have to deepen it. I just think that that brown ties the orange and the green together more cohesively. But if you like today's look, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.